Well, a very good evening, everybody. How are you, Karl?
Very well, mate. How are you? Nice t-shirt.
Thank you very much.
Like Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, this was designed by, well, we'll probably get into that later on, but this is designed by a lovely girl called Megan, who's a very talented designer. And this
Megan
is for
from Wagon.
this is for Tom's single, which
Didn't bring fresh clothes with you?
Did I bring fresh clothes?
Yeah, is that why you're wearing one of his t-shirts? Didn't bring fresh clothes?
Well, it was kind of given to me, so I thought, help
Tom,
a friend out.
Tom.
What's going?
F*** off. We're having a chat, you, mate.
You can't start the show without me.
Leave. We're having a chat.
No, it's my poddy.
Poddy. I love the fact
Also-
we started calling it the poddy now.
Got a calendar up behind you, Tom.
Yes, I've had a calendar up behind me for whatever month we're in at the moment. September, 10 months, 9 months.
9 months.
It's been there for 9 months, and every now and then, intermittently, throughout the course of making this podcast, you decide it's time to have a go at the.
I did see a good picture of you the other day on Instagram pulling up a collar that wasn't there. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I think that was last month. In the calendar, which is technically this month.
Calendar isn't there. It's like when people, I've done it. You hold your arm in the picture. And then people write, "Got bad arm."
It's hard to come up with 12 individual poses. Different.
Adam, why haven't you made a calendar? The ladies would love it.
I've never really thought about it, to be honest.
Hey,
12
Tom's
images.
got a little studio.
12 images of you with no clothes on and just your guitar.
Here's a good idea.
covering-
No, hang on. Take that back a little bit. Let's start it. He starts off in his suit, fully suited up.
Okay.
Second month, jacket's gone.
Oh, okay. So it's like a.
Third month, tie's gone, shirt's open.
Yeah. He's got
Fourth
hot.
month.
He's got warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then by the time it comes to
Shirts, but
Christmas...
just the guitar. Just the guitar covering
Or-
Santa.
Or just to make it a little bit different. How about time when it gets to Christmas, he's cut a hole in the back of his guitar because guitars have that hole in the front
Where the sound comes out.
Where the sound comes out. He's cut a hole in the back, and little Adam Westcott is poking through the back hole, and then the front hole betwixt the strings.
Okay, that's amazing. Betwixt.
Yeah, so it just looks like a badly packed kebab. Just meat everywhere. No, just me. Good.
Just you.
That'd be brilliant. I'd buy it. That's got to be
You're going
worth.
to be making it.
That's got to be worth $19.99.
You taking the pictures.
Yeah, I'd take the pictures of the meat.
Should we get going after this then?
Yeah, no. Can we roll the titles on that?
Yeah.
I'm a beetle! I'm a beetle! I'm a beetle!
You have, you're obviously in the same room. Why? Tell everybody at home why you're in the same room.
We had a show, didn't we?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It was amazing. First sort of ticketed one on the mainland. They did some on the Isle of Wight a couple of months ago, but this was the first one like on home turf. So
where was the show? What was the venue?
It's a place called White's at Oak Ridge Park. So it's like it was in a courtyard, like an old courtyard, and it was really, really, really cool. I didn't sleep for a week. I was that nervous, so nervous,
Really?
so nervous. Yeah, I overcomplicated everything, and I should have just gone and enjoyed it. Which by the time I got sort of 2 or 3 songs in, amazing. Some of the scripted stuff I wrote though didn't land. We'll touch on that in a bit. And
What?
I wrote some jokes, and I wrote them in mind, having not been on stage properly for 15 months.
Do I need to text Ignacio and get him on you to?
Get some good gags. Get some good gags. But it was one of those gigs that sort of they let people in at 6:30 and it finished at like 11 o'clock at night. And I said to the people that were running it, I was like, I've got this friend who's pretty handy with a guitar.
Guilty.
But he can't make it. So my other friend Adam.
Yeah. I'll line him up. You keep smacking him out of the park. So they said, oh, that'd be absolutely fantastic if we could get Adam on. And I rang Adam and said, how do you feel about this? And he was like, yep, cool. And
Adam said, how much you paying me? And Tom went,
yeah, I can't talk about that. No, but it was great. It sold out. There was loads of people. Adam opened. And also as well, half the people in the audience had seen the podcast as well. So
brilliant.
They were like 2 for the price of 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much is that ticket? A brownie?
Double it.
$10. Brilliant. Yeah, fantastic. And we get Westcott and Vaughan. They're like, wow, that's
double the value.
Double the value, yeah.
Double the laughs.
Double
the music.
Double the fun. Double the talent. Well, maybe
so
1.5 times.
So you kicked the show off, Ad.
Yeah, it was great. It was my first gig since March 2020, since I came off the ship and went into isolation. So I think...
Were you nervous?
I was nervous. I was excited and I was really looking forward to it.
Adam's a professional. He doesn't get nervous. He's not like you.
No, I did.
For a living.
10 minutes before I was going to go on, I said to John and Adrian,
I need a poo.
I also said, and the toilet was blocked up, by the way.
Sorry.
I said, I don't know what I'm going to play. I don't know what I'm going to play. I don't know what my set list is.
You didn't write a set list?
No, you had a set list, but I left.
I kept changing it.
We arrived and set up and sound checked. And once we'd sound checked, because I live relatively close, I was like, I'm going to go home. I don't want to be here when everybody's arriving and all that. I'm going to go home until 5 minutes before I come on stage. So I went home. But as I was leaving, Adam went, I'm going to change all my set list. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just left. So that was, I didn't know that had happened. That you changed it all.
Yeah, I changed it all. And I just rearranged things. And basically, I got on there and I just...
What did you open with, Ad?
I opened up with an amazing song called Satellites.
He really did.
Oh, my friend.
He really did.
I'm not dead.
And I think I got the lyric wrong. I was like, I'm a satellite. I'm not. Yeah, it's not. I'm not a satellite, is it?
Did they like the gag?
They really did like it. Yeah,
Good.
It was a nice opener. And then I just said, "Oh, this Tom Vaughan's gonna be back later on. Strap yourselves in. Let's get some flamenco going."
I love the idea that you said strap yourselves in and everybody went, oh, okay. Poppy the seatbelt on. And off we go.
It was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it. I got to say, it was amazing to be back on stage. The sound was superb. Just being back on there. And when you get back on there, you just kind of fall back into it. I was nervous beforehand. I was like, because I haven't done it for a year and 5 months. So it was kind of all new, but getting back on there and opened up with the flamenco one and dropped in a few covers, and the crowd were great. It was really brilliant to meet everyone from the podcast. And
yeah, we had loads of patrons in the audience, mate. Loads of patrons.
Lovely.
Yeah, not one of them asked where you were, but we had loads of.
It's all good.
Yeah, we had loads.
Okay,
but mate, it's one of those. It sounds really cliched to say it, but it was just really good to do a show again.
It's wonderful.
And I think that the audience who were there, a lot of them hadn't been out for, the however long it had been, and they had a little bit to drink.
Yes, El Vino did flu.
They were they were a little bit drunk, because Adam came up to me at the end and said, is this a typical Tom Vaughan gig? And I went, I don't know what a typical Tom Vaughan gig is anymore, but yeah, because people were
enjoying themselves.
Enjoying themselves, that's correct, yeah. Enjoying themselves.
Yeah, and it was a lovely venue.
All right. That's good.
Yeah, it was a great venue. The staff were great at White's Cafe, and the food was wonderful. The drinks are great. Everything was absolutely perfect. I was so happy to be back on stage and nice.
You actually said at the end, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's one of my favourite gigs.
He did also say 10 out of 10 when he made this cake.
10 out of 10 in year 9.
Memories. Yeah.
Oh dear, you've had some shows as well, haven't you? I've seen on your old Instagram, old Karl Morgan's back on the horse, so to speak, back on the metaphorical horse of shows, riding it all the way to the bank. Oh, I'll have some money for that show. Yes, please. Take me to the bank. I'm Karl, and I'm expensive, and I'm not really sure why I'm that expensive, but I'm going to the bank.
Overpriced.
Oh, I'll play overpriced. £10 for these two. That's how much a ticket cost. How much does it cost to see Karl? Oh, about 45. And do you get double?
Is it £45?
He charges 45 quid a ticket.
Christ on a bike.
I made that up.
So,
yeah.
Is he having a laugh?
Got 750 people a show ad. Come on now. Do the math. Got 750 people a show. Do the math.
Oh, nice. I saw his picture on Instagram last night. It didn't look like there was 700.
No, it looked like there was 7.5 people there.
Yeah.
There was 75 people.
Yeah. Last night there was about 200 people there.
How was how have you found?
It's really not 45 quid a ticket, by the way.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not.
£10 was extraordinary value.
£10 is extraordinary value.
Yeah, it's more than £10, but
that's like you go into like a Michelin-starred restaurant, having a 5-course meal with accompanying wines, and everything's sort of aloft a bed of couscous, and then you get to the end of that meal and you go, "How much was that?" And they go, "Just give us a tenner," and you go, "Shit the bed." That is extortionate value. That's what people were saying as they got in their cars and left our show. They were like,
I can't believe it.
Too cheap. Too cheap. Too cheap.
No, I totally agree.
I don't like you two being in the same room together.
we can kind of gang up.
Quite aggressive.
We? Yeah.
Quite aggressive when you're together.
I got a just before we talk about your gig, because I do really want to hear about it.
No, you don't. You don't. Just talk about you. Come on, let's just make it a normal Sunday podcast and talk about Tom.
This isn't
45 minutes. Come on.
I had we were at my mum's house last night, weren't we? She did us you cooked a barbecue.
Chef,
he was the chef. And she's got a dog, for anyone who doesn't know. It's called Brian. And we got some of Brian's toys out because Brian wanted to play. And one of those toys, I'll take a picture of it and find it. One of those toys I thought would be brilliant for a segment called Dog Toy or Dildo. Because I'll level with you, Karl.
Why don't you just call it dog toy or sex toy? Don't.
Well, because they're both. I wanted to call it dog toy or dilly, but I'm not sure anybody would know what a dilly is.
It's a double-ended dilly.
It's a double-ended dilly.
It's mad.
And do you know how much that cost? £10.
£10.
Do you know what else? Do you know what you can get for £10 these days?
Double the pleasure.
Double the pleasure. Without the dilly. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Oh, it was great. Loved it. Loved everything about it. The double-ended, the dilly, the £10 a ticket. It was too cheap.
It's too cheap.
It's too cheap.
It's too cheap. I think next time we'll do.
What do you think would be a fair price?
I think 15-20.
15-20, yeah. About the price of a Nando's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it started at 7 and went on to 11. So it's plenty of time.
Think about that. Yeah. Price per hour.
Price per hour.
Yeah, it's definitely. And it was a beautiful setting as well.
It was amazing setting.
You pay for your location, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the dilly. I'll put a picture up on the screen. This is a dog toy. It's made by a company called Kong. We are looking for sponsorships, Kong. And if you've got a dog toy in the comments below that looks a bit like a dilly, get in touch with the show and maybe we can make this a little feature. Dog toys or dillies. Karl will do the jingle and me and Adam will just waft them around a little bit. It's a little bit of me that wants to text my mum right now and just go, "Can you bring that dilly round?" But it'd be the weirdest text I'd ever sent me, mum. All right, Jules, you know that dog toy you've got that looks like a dildo? Can you bring it round so I can pop it on my podcast with all my mates who are in our 30s? Oh, dear.
And then we can have like an audience participation, dog or dilly.
Dog or dilly. Yeah.
In the comments.
Live chat.
We
can hold it up and they can go dog toy or dilly. But unfortunately, I've only got one dog toy that looks like a dilly.
And I actually don't know if that is a dog toy or a dilly. We're still
We don't know.
We were playing with it for about an hour last night.
We were just waving it around, just at each other.
Doing stuff.
Not with
not
it.
That.
Not nothing coarse. It wasn't vicious.
It was miming what
we're just miming what it could do. Yeah.
Loving it. He was loving it in Wales.
He can't contain himself. We promised him big laughs.
And he's laughing. Look.
He is. So tell us about your little gig, Karl. Your little expensive gig.
I don't want to tell you now.
Didn't you say you had 3 this weekend and one of them was terrible?
Yeah, the middle one wasn't so great.
Adam Westcott got me a birthday present. Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
You'll have to visually describe it because obviously this is
I thought you were going
audio.
to say, talking of birds, Adam Westcott pulled at the gig.
I've been known to do such things. Such
Any
pastures.
any ladies catch your eye, Ad?
Just to
I
say,
don't kiss and tell.
Gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. So Adam got me a
Let me put my glasses on.
it's
Oh,
a
Oh.
2022 calendar, but just with lots of owls on it.
I hate owls, you know that.
Why do you hate owls?
I hate owls so much.
How can you hate owls?
Me and you
Mate,
text
I
each
really
other quite.
don't like owls. I
Me and
really
you
don't
text
like
each other
them.
quite frequently.
See
Don't
them
we?
in my dreams.
Just we send texts to each other, just pictures of owls. I mean, look at them. That's absolutely
They are
magnificent.
majestic.
No, I'm not
aren't they?
looking at
Magnificent.
any of this
My
rubbish.
faivourite owl is a tawny. Bloody love a tawny.
I like
Look at
a
that. He's
snowy
in
owl.
flight. He's having.
I
he's
can't
having
see.
an
I've taken my
absolute-
glasses off. I can't see anything.
There's more for the people at home because this is great content. So there's a short-eared owl.
It's great for Spotify.
Yeah.
Why do you hate owls? I mean, they're amazing creatures.
I used to see them in my dreams. They like kind of haunt me a bit.
Okay, so
Look at that one. He's
Yeah,
just living
he's
in
just
a,
woken
He's
up.
just living in a tree. He's just woken up. Look at him.
So why do you have owls? Why do you
Dunno.
have owls in your dreams?
I don't know. I've always, since I was a kid, I've had recurring dreams about owls.
Are they
and,
chasing you?
They're just watching me.
And they can
And
watch
I've
you
also
wherever you
had-
go, really, because their
Yeah.
heads rotate 360
Just see their
degrees.
eyes watching me. I used to also have a recurring dream about a white yeti standing outside the first house I lived. Obviously, I lived in with my mom and dad, and then he followed me to the second house, and he used to stand outside the back door and just look up. This white yeti look up at my window. And now in the new house that I'm in, I have the same dream. He's just standing outside the double doors at the bedroom. And
When I was a kid, and I used to dream before I had sort of anxiety-induced insomnia all of my life. Pretty
Sounds like a bundle of
Yeah,
laughs.
it's literally just me going to bed going, I don't know what I'm doing with my life the last couple of years. But when I did used to dream, if I had a recurring one, I was always being chased by a wolf. It's always a wolf.
I bet you can read up what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
Well,
Yeah.
the wolf represents life, and you're
Have
kind
a
of
look.
in bed, and life is kind of chasing you, and you're lying in bed.
I read a brilliant quote the other day while Karl looks that up, which says, it's brilliant how when you're younger, you used to have to set an alarm to wake you up in the morning. And then when you sort of get to your 30s, you're woken up by force by all of the problems that you've got to solve that day. And there is that element of it.
Oh, are you
Go on.
ready?
Yeah.
Sometimes a wolf in a dream will be a warning that you are behaving too wildly, that you may be threatening something that is important to you. But a wolf in the dream may be guiding you to find the true, authentic nature that you are afraid to reveal as you try to conform.
Oh, it's a load of shit.
I don't think so.
Live
That
too
sounds...
bloody wildly sometimes.
Um,
But
Die old, die young.
According
I was
to
having that dream when I
Richmond-
was 8.
No, it's die old, isn't it? He
Die
says,
old, live fast, die old.
Yeah.
yeah.
According to Richmond, wolf dreams can have a positive or negative connotation. And like all animal dreams, they can represent animal or primal instincts. Wolves are seen as majestic, beautiful, and a source of scared wisdom.
But I did also have a dream that I put a load of lube on an aeroplane slide and just kept going down it. So I don't know what that means. Do you want to Google that one? Did just
Okay.
lubed up one of them big yellow slides. I was having the time of my life. I did not want to wake up that day. Luby slides.
Yeah, I used to have dreams like that when I was a kid.
I'm interested to know what
Not
you
about
dreamt.
the lube. I used to have these recurring dreams. Where I was in kind of in
Murder.
space, and there's massive meteors.
Hang on a
and they're
minute.
all-
I wrote a song about that.
Should have put Adam in the video.
Talk, my friend.
Please get the words right.
'Cause I'm not dead.
Go on. You dreamt
Yeah,
you were in
no,
space.
Tom. So yeah, we were talking about this earlier, Adam and I, and we were saying, when you say call my friends because I'm not dead, why don't you call them? You're not f***ing dead. What a
I mean-
stupid lyric.
But I'm in space.
Oh,
Obviously, if you've been on a cruise
Oh.
ship, you know how expensive it is to call
Reception
from a
is a
ship.
nightmare.
Yeah. Imagine how
Oh.
expensive it'd be to call from space.
cellular at Sky.
Yeah. Cellular at space. Where's Tommy's on Mars? Better not ring him. It's about £5 a minute.
And the rest. And the rest.
Yeah, I mean, it's the lyrics just to signify, let's call
Oh, I
everybody
didn't
up
get that.
because we've
I didn't
all
understand
been
that bit.
Yes, just to the deeper meaning of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanna up is deeper meaning.
Well, I'm listening. I'm thinking about the lyric. It's me and you. Ooh.
We're never going to stop till we take it to the top of the world. Yeah,
Where is
correct.
the top? Where's the top of the world?
Well, that's the thing is you can't ever reach the top of the world, but they're never going to stop because they're a couple and they're in it together forever. So boom, nailed the lyric
of the world. You can. There's
climbing a mountain. Though,
Sladonia. Where's the tallest?
The top of the world is the point where you're going to cross into space. There's a very fine line, isn't there?
Ooh, there we go. I did a song about being in space.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Call my satellites.
Call my friends. I'm not dead. You call them.
Can't.
I'm not dead.
Busy. I don't want to pull it apart too much. I think, to be honest, to be honest, that lyric. Have you ever done this, Karl, where you've written a song? Of course you have.
No, it's a lovely song.
No, wait.
Brilliant.
Wait. Thanks, man. Where you've written something and you've gone. Where you've written something and you've gone. Do you know what that'll be? That'll be a placeholder. I'll come back to that and I'll change the words later on.
That's what it was.
No, it wasn't a placeholder, but it could have been. It could have been. It wasn't. I quite like that opener. Call my friends. I'm not dead. It's,
I gotta say, when I first heard it, it did hit me. I did.
Where did it hit you?
It hit me here, and it hit me just
here.
behind the knee.
And here.
Yeah.
It did hit me around here. I did have a little bit of water up because it's like, wow, we've woken up. Call my friends. I'm not dead. It honestly, mate. Just to tell you, and I've told you, I'd text you, but it did get me. I was like, wow, that's powerful.
You did text me also some other stuff.
Last night's gig was good. I'm sorry I didn't make the party. It was good though. It was a lovely,
It's okay, mate.
big old setting, and yeah, lots of people are back to enjoying gigs.
I did Saturday. Normally, do you have a beer when you're on stage?
No, I
You've
can't
told me.
drink.
You told me before you had a beer when you're on stage. I can't remember if you normally.
I can sip a beer, but I don't. I'm not one of those that needs a beer to like.
Yeah.
Calm
Well,
down.
I would normally have. I think I'd have a glass of wine before I go on. Just one before I go on. And I was so nervous this weekend. I was like, not only am I not going to drink on stage, I'm not going to have a drink for the week leading up to it as well. You know what I mean? I was just like going to bed early, making sure that I was eating right, all that sort of stuff. And it like, I treated it like it was like an Olympic event. I don't know. And I still got on stage and I couldn't get my breathing under control. And I was a little bit like, oh God, I'm so out of practice with like, do I strike a pose here? Am I smiling enough?
Yeah.
Is that table? Are they talking about me? As you know what I mean? It's really, really nerve wracking. And that didn't subside for like half the show.
No,
It's funny, and I don't know.
By the time you went in your second song, you was there.
So you finished the gig and you met some of our lovely patrons.
Yeah, a lot of
I
them.
can't say that word properly. Patrons. That's right. Yeah.
I thought it was like Patreon or something.
Patreons.
Patron.
Yeah,
there was loads of them who travelled, and mate, some of them had travelled so bloody far, like so far.
Lovely. That's so nice. And you stayed
and
around, had some pictures, and did all of that. Two of you.
Yeah, we did, and yeah, it was just really, really cool to interact with. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, as you would have said, over Zoom. You know what I mean? That's that's been the main way that.
Is it weird? Do you ever have the nervous thing that maybe you won't recognize someone in real life?
Right. Here's the problem.
Only ever met
got.
them on social medias.
Yeah. I have that, hate that as well. Also,
it's another not nice thing to carry it to.
But I have lots and lots of people who send me messages whose profile picture might be their pet or might be like a cartoon character or something. Mm. So when they come up at the end of the show and they go, "Hi, my name's Beryl." Hi, Beryl. And I'm like, "Oh, you're the one who's got Mr. Floppy as your."
One of the famous Seven Dwarfs.
For everybody watching, I have no idea when this is going out, but we all last night watched the golf episode go out. And
I watched it in the car park of the gig I was at, in the back of the van. I tried FaceTiming you. I've got a really good picture, which I'll send to you, of me FaceTiming you and you not picking the call up 3 times. I said, because even your mum messaged me, she said, "Oh, please, can you FaceTime Tom during his party? It'll mean the world to him." So I tried you 3 times, didn't pick the phone up.
Do you remember my phone ringing?
No, maybe you left it inside.
Where?
I don't get that joke.
I was about to say inside me, and I think Adam.
I think you left it inside
so
the...
I tried. And I'll send you that picture. Pop the picture up on the screen now.
I'm really sorry I didn't answer the phone,
you,
mate.
and you not answering.
Really sorry I didn't answer the phone.
Made the effort. That's all I'm saying. I made the effort.
I think what happened as well is we watched the golf episode go out, and it's a lot of flies. And
while Adam's been at it,
while that episode was going out, the dog. I don't understand.
He's only stayed 2 nights. He's buried someone. There's loads of flies around.
Brilliant! Yeah. Murder, jokes.
Murder
for the
gag.
murder.
Nice little murder gag for you there.
Brilliant.
A running theme. Can't wait for that to continue.
Yeah. Well, it might. It might.
Probably
It
will.
will.
Can you remember anything on the podcast that we started as a thing and then it didn't continue? It just sort of like petered out.
Me being a baker.
Yeah, that ran for like 3 or 4 reps, and then I just lost interest.
I think he lost interest because I didn't give him what he wanted to add, but you give us what we want every time we mention murder.
Wow,
you give us the reaction we're looking for. Same reaction as he gives when we put this up on the screen.
10 out of 10 in year 9.
Is that the cake?
That is the cake.
It tasted good. It tasted very good. I'm a beetle.
So that's a good bit. So I woke up. Was it the day of the gig, or was it the day after the gig? So the day after.
But there's a reason why I did it.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that.
We can't tell you about the reason, but we'll tell him what he did. And I went. What I did initially was I was so tired, so I FaceTimed Ad, who's in the spare room, and I was like, "All right, mate. Yeah, you had a good show. Yeah, brilliant. Should we get up and have some breakfast? Yeah, okay." And then I got up and went in, and Adam is on his back with his arms and legs in the air, just going, I'm a beetle. Do it because you do it better than I do.
I was still, I guess, too much to drink and tired.
I think you had 2 gins. I'm not sure you can blame
doubles. They were doubles.
Doubles. Oh, okay, but do the beetle thing. It's a thing. Do the beetle thing because I can get a little. So
we get a meme out of this. Go on.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Can we get a meme out of it? And I'm like, I think so.
Okay. I think it was.
Tom, do you need to step out a shot so we just have a one shot of Adam doing this?
Absolutely.
I don't know why I did this, but it was something like tired, few drinks. So Tom came in. I went, "You're right, you get some breakfast," and I just said, "I'm a beetle." And he loved it because it was nothing vicious.
I did. I loved it.
That's the clip for this episode. Just like 3 seconds of Adam going, "I'm a beetle."
So it goes da 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 da. I'm a beetle. Da da da. Yeah, brilliant, perfect.
Don't know why that came out, but it did. Comedy for the good.
Christmas single.
I'm a beetle.
Yeah, I'm a Christmas beetle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe step out a shot and maybe give us one that says,
do you want to get the Christmas one as well?
Yeah. Give us a Christmas.
I'm a Christmas beetle and I'm an Easter beetle.
Yeah.
I'm an Easter beetle. Okay.
And also, if you can, happy birthday, beetle.
Brilliant. Okay.
We got everything covered then.
All right. So here's one for the fans of Christmas. I'm a Christmas beetle.
And Easter, if you can.
Easter. I'm an Easter beetle. That's enough.
No, one last one. Need any more?
I'm a happy beetle.
No, happy birthday, beetle.
I'm a happy birthday beetle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we got all bases covered.
Yeah.
And we can sort of put these. Yeah.
I'm a happy birthday beetle.
I think this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Still hungover from last night. Too much prosecco. The thing is, I said to Tom today, on a serious note, I said, I think we need to write a song together. And I was in the mood. I started writing some chords this morning. It was nice, and I was actually going to go, and we're going to maybe lay some tracks down later on. So it's gone from serious to I'm a beetle.
Yeah. Well, I think this episode's kind of had everything in it, hasn't it? It's had
The Beatles.
you had Beatles.
Christmas Beatles. Birthday Beatles, Easter Beatles.
Easter Beatles.
Everything. Lewis Hamilton, the Beatles.
We had a little bit where we talked about shows, ticket prices too cheap. Like, you know,
Money,
Cheap,
the Beatles,
too expensive.
Hamilton, everything.
everything. Like we literally have covered everything in this week's episode.
Yeah, I loved it, boys.
Do you want to talk about the T-shirt,
Yeah.
Megan?
I think by the time this goes out, Killing the Kindness will have been released, if I've got anything to do with it. But our friends at Vinyl Instinct and Megan designed the artwork for the single and also this T-shirt here. So I don't know if they're going to be available to buy or if that's. I'm
They
not
should
sure.
be.
I think probably. I think it looks really cool. Carl, what did you say it looked like?
Shooter McGavin.
No, you said something else. What else did you say? We said those two fingers look like.
Like peace, like peace.
Yeah. I think there was another one. What do you think? He said something else, didn't he? Looked like.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
Different song.
For different needs.
Call my friends. I'm not dead.
It's a great song. This is a very good song. I like.
It's a
I love
very
this
good
one.
song.
I love this one as well. I'm a Tom Vaughan fan,
Do you reckon?
You are a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you are doing a podcast in a Killing the Kindness T-shirt, so
and it's my idea to put this on. He didn't tell
no,
me.
I did. It's not like I woke up this morning and went,
Do
we're
you
doing a
charge you for an
podcast.
ad?
No,
No, of course I didn't.
It was payment for the gig.
just what? Didn't pay me for the gig. Yeah, it cost me to do this gig.
Moving on.
It's a very uncomfortable ending. We're gonna have to end it on something else.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something a little bit more positive. So, because
So maybe, boys, we get a gig going with all three of us.
now this was
Maybe you
thrown-
invite me next time to play this gig.
this
I
was
think
thrown
it'd be
around.
cool.
I did ask him if he was here for this weekend, and the answer was no.
Never invited me to the gig. Never said, Karl, bit of moolah. Want to earn some cash? Want to earn some cashola?
We'd have to make the ticket price more expensive, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for him,
25
it's
quid at
45
least.
quid.
Yeah, just for him it's 45, £10 for you and me. We have to
55
change
quid.
that. If we do it
50
again, we have to change
55
that.
quid a ticket.
No one's
Done.
going to pay that.
I'll take 45. You have the 10. Done.
Yeah, but no one's going to pay that, Carl.
No. Let's
We
just
should do a
we
gig.
keep it at £10 a ticket. It's all good.
Nah, 18.50.
I think 20 spot is fine.
28.
25.
If all three of us, you know,
32. then the £2 like
40.
48.
On stage now.
£48.
no one's going to pay that.
I feel like I'm at an auction.
Are we starting
right.
this again?
No, this is
Is this it?
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
happening,
staying in. Yeah, it's all staying
Okay.
in, mate.
But we should
Gold.
we should do a show.
How would that work? I'll open it up. I'll go on
You-
first. I'll kick us off. Get everybody going.
No, I'll start.
What he's thinking
no.
is, I'll start so I can go home. I won't have to
I'll
watch
start.
Adam and Tom.
I'm
I'll
start. I'm
start
not playing
the
in the
gig,
middle
bro.
of two vocalists. I'll
Bro,
start.
you'll have to go. You'll have to go in the middle. There's no
No.
way Tom's following us.
He made that joke earlier, and I think that got pretty much.
I can't use it now.
They must
Take
know
that
that the elements of this are rehearsed from time to time.
No, they don't. Nobody knows it's rehearsed.
You just cut that bit before we say that.
You did the when I was on the cruise ships chat 3 times before we got that right earlier. You remember? So if we did a gig together, the three of us,
Yeah.
where would we do it?
In Winnersh,
I don't know.
Taplow, Yateley.
Didcot.
Just naming places in the Reading and Slough area.
Am I?
Am I? Is
Am
he?
I though?
Where would we do it? Because we are pretty spread out across the country, aren't we?
Yeah. I don't know. Put it to a vote. Where do people want to come and see us?
Well, all they'll
I do genuinely
Well-
think I should go on first, though.
No, it won't work. It's me first, and then guitar and vocals, and then main show.
Why? No. The main show is the three of us. Don't.
Yeah.
Well,
It
see,
is.
the
But it'll
end-
break up the vocals, won't it? Like vocalist. Because I'll be with an acoustic guitar, no track.
Yeah, but the thing is, it just doesn't work. I know it don't work. Me in the middle, it won't work.
A rose between two thorns.
Yeah.
Aloft the bed
absolutely.
of couscous.
It be me
Just
first.
the thing is, it'll be me and an acoustic guitar, then you with an
great.
then you
Nah.
and an acoustic guitar, and then
No,
Well, I go in the middle then.
Barty with backing tracks.
Let Adam finish.
Yeah, there we are. You going after the two of us.
But you'll have to cut that hole in the back of your guitar and put
little Adam.
little Adam through betwixt the strings.
Pop the Beatle in the middle.
Me first, half an hour. Karl Morgan, acoustic guitar and vocals.
How long would you do, Karl? 45? An hour?
45.
45.
I think it's got to be £25 a ticket then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think 25.
If I'm doing 45, because when I played at yours, it was 40 minutes, and that kind of went by very quickly.
Yeah, like in the blink of an eye.
So I'll do 40.
You weren't there, Tom. You were in your house.
I came to watch the last 3 songs. I stood at the back of the stage, watched the last 3 songs.
Remember that gig I did with you, Tom, and I watched a bit of your set, and then I was like, oh, this, I gotta go.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I did leave you a nice note that said you were brilliant.
Did you?
Yeah. I hand wrote a note that said, you guys were brilliant. Thanks for helping and looking out for me.
Oh, I thought that was toilet roll.
Well, it was written on toilet roll.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So are we going to do it then? Shall we do it? Should we put something in? What about like end of September when it's still sort of moderately warm outside? We do something, or October. What do you reckon?
I think September would be all right.
I mean, this may go out at the end of September, in which case we are talking about something that is almost about to happen.
Maybe slip this in next week.
It's not that easy.
No, it's not. Easy for me to say, not easy to do.
There is a pattern to the way that this works, and
I don't know it, obviously.
Yeah. No. What do you reckon? Then,
Let's
Karl?
ask the people at home. See where they want to see
it in the
us
comments.
play.
Would you want to come and see the 3 of us on the same night?
Yeah, same night, but it can be inside. It doesn't have to be outside, does it?
I've got a wicked venue where I think we could do it, but it is in Stafford. Is Stafford okay for people to travel to? Is the question we're asking?
It seems to be kind of neutral middle ground, doesn't it?
I think so. It's in the middle of the country. Well, it's in the middle of the country. It's not close for you two. Stick it in the comments. And we'll naturally gravitate towards something. But I think we start putting the wheels in motion with that. That'd be really cool.
Inside then.
Indoors, because let's be honest, my main stresses over the gig
weather
that we just did were checking the weather every 20 minutes.
From the day before.
Yeah, just repeatedly going, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. And then when we set up, it did. Everything's outside, starts to rain. But yeah, I think it's too much of a risk doing anything outdoors in this country. It was great to do it outside, but
we got away with it because the weather's like it today. I mean, it was perfect in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect gig, 10 out of 10. But
year 9. I'm quite excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We've just decided that on the podcast, and let's hope it's not one of those things that peters out and we never mention about again. But if that does happen, they won't remember.
Yeah, who's this Peter you keep talking about?
So, guys, this has been an interesting way to do it. 2 in 1 room, 1 in what looks like the diary room.
Ibiza.
Does it like the diary room?
Well, it's not. It's my little studio room.
But thank you very much for watching the Awkward Turkey podcast. We will endeavour to work out a way that the 3 of us can do our show together.
Yeah,
That'd be so cool.
see you on an actual stage.
And listen, if it's popular enough, we might even be able to do 1 in Stafford, 1 in Bristol, 1 in Cardiff. I don't know. You know what I mean? If it's popular enough, we could do not a tour, but like a mini sort of 3-4 dates or something like that.
Okay.
Adam did say he's got nothing planned for the rest of his life.
Oh.
Can we end on that?
Drop the
Wasted
mic.
talent. Let's not end on that. Definitely don't end on that.
Let's give him a laugh. Give us a mic drop Beatle.
I'm a Beatle mic drop. I'm a mic drop.
I'm a mic drop Beatle.
I'm a mic drop. Okay. I'm a mic drop Beatle.